Now, another thing to note is there's multiple ways that you can catch the poi. You can catch it exactly the same way. Like if you're taking off with it in your hand like this, you can try and catch it that same way. But what I just did was a bunch of them in a row where I caught it like this, right? So it's in my hand in this way, and then I'm releasing from that grip. So there's multiple ways to release. You don't have to release it from the same, like it doesn't have to be this grip. It can be any grip that works for you. The other thing is you may catch it this way, but then as it's rotating, so right, if you look at me now, it's coming through my pinky, right? But now it's coming through my thumb. So being able to switch it, right, coming through my pinky, coming through my thumb, coming through my pinky, coming through my thumb, coming through my pinky, coming through my thumb, right? That is a skill, and being able to manipulate the poi so that you can have it come out either side of your hand can be a really useful trick, especially if you catch it. You just barely catch it and you graze it, but you did catch it, and then you want to do, you want to have control of it after. So I would recommend playing with that manipulation just so that you have more control. If I'm pinching it between my index finger and my thumb, I can, as it's coming around, I can flip my hand like this. So I have it here like this. It's coming around, right? As it comes to the bottom, I can flip my hand. So this is on the top side of my hand now, but I pinch down here, and then I can close my hand so it's coming out the pinky. So you're like this, and you can flip like this as it's going around. That's one way to flip, right? So it's through my thumb now, and now it's through my pinky. But part of it is also letting it, like you loosely hold on to this and you let it slide back in your hand. I can catch it on the string, someplace that's not at the handle, right? Well, maybe I can. But possibly. I don't know if I could do it on demand. Okay, right. So if you look at where I caught it, okay, I got this much coming out here, and I got this much coming out here. So I caught it like, this part of my poi is 7.5 inches. So I caught it about 7.5 inches from the end of it, right? So now it's spinning out my pinky. Now I'm going to turn sideways. Okay, so it's spinning out my pinky. I've got this dangly part here, right? Which is dangerous because it's going to catch in the rest of the string. But now I'm going to let it slide. So now it's between my index finger and my thumb, but it's out the pinky side. So then from there, I come through my index finger and my second finger, and then I can move it back into my first two fingers. That was a lot, right? So it's here, it's out my pinky. I let it slide, and then I manipulate my fingers around. I mean, with more practice, it'll be much easier to do. So even that little thing that you just did, where okay, so it's between your index finger and your tall finger, and now it's between your thumb and your index finger. Just that is a thing, in my opinion. And being able to do that, like, I'm doing this every rotation now. I'm switching between them. Maybe you can see it better from the front. So 2 fingers, now my thumb and index. My first two fingers, my thumb and index. My first 2 fingers, my thumb and index. Now it's out my pinky, right? Now it's out the back side of my hand. And then boom, now it's between my thumb and index finger. Or my first 2. Or my middle fingers, which sucks for me. I don't have the strength, but some people do. I mean, I have grip strength issues in my hand. In that regard, it is I have a physical weakness, and I have a deficiency because of my tendonitis. So, like even right now, my hand hurts just from doing those exercises, and that was not very long at all. Right, so that's why I use an anchored grip. I wrap it around my hand because I can't, like, I have a very hard time sustaining this, like a fist of any kind, without it exacerbating my tendonitis. So working with injury is a thing too. Yay, injury! There's a lot of stuff I don't do because of my tendonitis. I don't do contact. I don't do 2-point one hands. I don't do um, I don't even do like meteor style spinning because it takes too much. And in fact, I rarely even just hold my poi by the knob because that hurts after not very long. That's why, again, that's why I wrap it around my hand. That's why I have an extra 8 inches. Um, yeah, I mean, I wish I were joking, but I'm not. Well, it really changes your entire experience to like have a full length poi that's 7.5 inches longer. It really does. Like suddenly, you've got a whole lot more to work with.